Hey everyone, how y'all doing? So it's time to go over all the knives I carried for the week. And this is week number 18 of 2023. First week of May. So it goes from May 1st through May 7th. And yeah, actually the sun is shining. It's kind of bright coming in here. So the lighting's going to be probably screwed up with shadows and whatnot. But man, it's rained for over a week straight. Today it's nice and sunny. I have to get out there and mow that grass. But yeah, it's time to go over the knives. And I carried 7 knives last week, 7 folders. So, different one every day. Some of my favorites, some of my go-tos. And I carried 1 fixed blade. And you might have seen the unboxing video on that. But yeah, so these knives I've had on the channel, over and over again. So, won't spend too much time on each one. There's 8 knives. Get through this pretty quick. But yeah, start out on Monday. I carried the Civivi Riffle, which I think is an awesome knife. And I just found out Civivi has discontinued the Riffle. And I don't know why. I don't know why people must be not buying it. Because it's an awesome knife. 14C 28N steel. Nice micarta handles on this one. Green. And they're actually a little greenish. A lot of times green micarta is black. But I mean, yeah. Flipper tab. Action on this thing is excellent. You can Spidey flick this all day. Middle finger flick. Nice neutral ergonomic handle. Comfortable in hand. Real tall flat grind. I'd say it's almost a full grind except for down here. Full flat grind. Super slicey. It's got a dainty tip, but what an awesome knife. It's comfortable in hand. Super slicey. Great action. A nice deep carry pocket clip. Micarta backspacer or lanyard post. Hidden lanyard post. Man, it's just nothing not to like about this. People get hung up. Oh, that's a big hole. I've never gotten anything caught in there. And I've used this, like I said, super slicey. If I have to cut up boxes and stuff like that, this is one I grab a lot. And man, the 14C 28N holds a pretty good edge. Just nice. Nice knife. I don't know why they're discontinuing it, but they're still available. If you've been thinking about getting one, been on the fence about it, I'd go get it, because I really like it. But yeah, Civivi Riffle, I carried on Monday. Tuesday, go back to the old standby also. And I carried the Ontario Rat 2 and D2. Should have cleaned the blade off, because I did use this quite a bit that day. But, it's a classic knife. It's been around for a long time. Budget knife. Still nice. I actually, Tuesday morning, I tore this down, cleaned it, sharpened the blade up. This thing is super sharp now. D2. People complain about Ontario's D2 not holding an edge as good as a lot of other D2s. I haven't had a problem with this. I've had this for years. I've used the crap out of it, and I think a full sharpening I've only done maybe twice. Now I've touched it up on a ceramic rod and stropped it a few, quite often, but I've only really sharpened this thing twice, and I sharpened it Tuesday. But yeah, just an awesome EDC knife. This one, I am going to look for a deep carry pocket clip on it. I don't mind this clip on the Model 1, but this one, I'd still rather have it a little further in my pocket, because it's not a huge knife. But yeah, Tuesday, R2D2, Rat 2 and D2. And Wednesday, this definitely has turned out to be one of my favorites. And it's the Tempest Knives Pinion. I got this around, what was it, last August. These shipped out. This is from Tempest Knives, which is KC over on Knives Fast channel. His knife company. His first model that he had made. Awesome. I mean, come on. I love that blade shape, that reverse tanto. What's he call it? Drop sheep, something like that. I call it reverse tanto because it reminds me of the Benchmade 940 Osborne right here. Got a nice robust tip on it, 14C28N, action on this thing. Unbelievable. And I have not tore this apart or anything. And I've used the crap out of it. Nice micarta handles on this model. Wire pocket clip, which I like wire pocket clips. A lot of people do not. Now, Lynch Northwest makes a clip. You can replace it, you know, the wire clip. But, man, awesome work knife. Rides iron bearings. This thing rode on washers and had similar action. This would be a beast of a work knife. I kind of sharpened this up just a little bit. I touched it up, nice and sharp. But yeah, I just dig the blade shape. Works well. Nice tip on it. Just little things on this thing. You know, I love the pivot screw design he's got. But yeah, I mean, come on. Just awesome knife. I think the pinions, I think he's got them all sold out. I don't know if he's gonna bring, you know, do another run of them or not, but he's got a new one coming out. Actually, they should be shipping soon, I guess. He had a couple issues that he wasn't happy with, and he sent them back. And I believe the OEM on these are Kubi, which makes some awesome knives. But yeah, definitely loved carrying the Pinion last week. And yeah, I kind of, next 3 days, I kind of did a Benchmade run. So Thursday, I carried the Benchmade Mini Presidio 2. And this is a very underrated knife. This thing does not get the, you know, the support that it deserves. You get, this is S30V steel. Even though it's called the Mini, it's not a small knife. I mean, full 4-finger grip. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5 inches overall. You got 3.25 blade. But yeah, S30V steel. Benchmade's CF Elite scales, carbon fiber Elite. Basically, it's like FRN with fiberglass instead of, or with carbon fiber instead of fiberglass. And they're pretty nice. I like the feel of them. They don't feel plasticky as much as Benchmade's Grivory. And with a pattern on here, plenty of grip. Action's phenomenal. Yeah, this doesn't get the credit it deserves. I like how it kind of curves this way, so the tip's a little bit lower. It's a lot easier to get the tip down to use it. It's thicker than the bug out. Feels my hand good. It's comfortable. Deep carry clip on it. Axis lock. Just a remarkable knife. this one I touched up also. I touched up quite a few of these when I got them out to carry them. But yeah, it didn't take much. I had one chip. I did chip this thing right up in here, and I just about got it completely out. Like on this side, you can't see it. This side, you can see a little imperfection, and I really can't feel it on my nail. So finally getting that little chip out. And how I chipped it was doing a small roofing job, and I had to pull a couple staples, and you know, on a ladder. This is what I had in my pocket, so I was using it, popping those staples. And one time I went the wrong way, and I got the edge. I used the edge, yeah, and I chipped it. But phenomenal knife. I dig it. And yeah, I used to carry this all the time. I've kind of been slacking on carrying that. But that was Thursday. Friday, you know, had to go sit at a rummage sale all day. So I'm like, I'm carrying something lighter. And I took the Benchmade bug out. Awesome. One of the best EDC knives ever, right? Lightweight, thin, good materials. This is the base model, S30V steel. Had the blue Grivory plastic handles on it, which I did not mind. But I bought these Flytanium scales. They're Flytanium Crossfade G10 scales, and it stiffened it up. You know, the other scales, you could flex them. Really stiffened it up. Looked cool. I stayed with, you know, basically this almost the same shade of blue. And yeah, the bug out I consider probably one of the best EDC knives. You know, not heavy duty, not heavy use. This is heavier use and heavier used knife than the bug out for sure. This has liners, full nested liners. Bug out doesn't have any liners, only around the cage, around the axis lock. But basic design, but man, feels good in hand. Nice blade shape, awesome blade shape. And it's just a classy design. That little short bug out clip, deep carry clip on it. Yeah, it's always, I feel totally satisfied with carrying the Benchmade bug out. Almost any time. I put this thing through some hard use, let me tell you. But yeah, and it's, you know, fun to play with. So that was the second Benchmade. Saturday, same deal. I was sitting at a rummage sale all day, and I got out my trusty old Benchmade 940 Osborne. I can't say enough about this. This thing, just a phenomenal knife. You know, it's like 22 years old. It's been around for that long. I got the classic, you know, green aluminum scales, that purple backspacer, S30V steel. Awesome carry. Pretty lightweight. Probably not. It's not as light as the bug out, but thin profile. I mean, it's a little thinner profile than the bug out. Definitely thinner than that. A lot lighter. This is a lot lighter than the Presidio 2. Great action. Axis lock. The handle shape is really nice. I mean, neutral ergonomics. Fits my hand pretty good. It is kind of narrow, you know, but man, it just works. I love beating on this thing. And I love the tip, that reverse canto tip, which I said, the pinion reminded me. So you can see the, similarities here. This has a longer, straight edge. Oh, maybe not. They're very similar. This is taller, a little taller grind. It's a better slicer for sure. This is not the best slicing knife in the world, right? It's kind of like a sharpened pry tool in a sense. Got a very short bevel here. Fairly thick blade stock. I can't remember what the blade stock thickness is. Turn this thing on. 0.11, but it's only 0.80 inches tall, and you got a flat up here, so it's not a full flat grind. So not the best slicer, right? It cuts wonderful. I laid the edge back to about 17 degrees, and that helped it with sliciness. And yeah, awesome. Benchmade prices keep going up. If I lost a bug out or the Mini Presidio 2, would I replace them? Maybe. If I lost the 940, this is running $220 some now. I'd save up the money and I'd replace the 940 for sure. So that's Saturday. Yesterday, Sunday, stayed home. It rained, and I don't know. Oh, I grabbed this because I actually had to do some cardboard cutting and stuff, and this cuts cardboard, but it's not the best. So I just grabbed something that was more slicey, and I grabbed the Spyderco Native 5 Lightweight. I love this one. This is probably my favorite Spyderco I own. I don't own a ton, but I own some of the common models, and this is definitely my favorite one. This has the Spy 27 steel, which I like. Doesn't hold an edge forever, but holds it for, pretty good. Easy to take care of, sharpen. Ergos on this thing are just excellent. That forward finger choil. Got the cobalt blue FRN scales, which I like these. They feel pretty good. Very grippy with that bidirectional pattern. It's a lock back that I can open and close one-handed. I can't flick it out, but so I kind of slow roll it. No issue. This one I did change the clip. I put a Lynch clip, deep carry clip on it. Love it. Love this thing. Love carrying this. Excellent carry. It is a little wide in the pocket, but it's lightweight. The deep carry clip on it just makes it. I didn't say I did put a deep carry clip on the 940. It came with a standard clip, so I ordered from Benchmade the normal size deep carry clip, and I need to get another one. I want to put the larger one on my Griptilian. I have a bug out clip on it now, but yeah, this thing is holding up good. The blade is scratched all up. I've used this last summer. I used the snot out of this. I used it harder than I did the 940. Never chipped the blade on this. The Spy 27. Never chipped the blade. I've rolled it, flattened the edge out, and like I said, very easy to bring back in the shape. Awesome. The Native 5 Lightweight, it's pretty sweet. And I like the Spy 27 steel. It's been working out pretty good. So that's all the folders. Let's try and make this a quick video, but I carried a fixed blade, and I carried it from the day I got it, Wednesday, all the way through Sunday. I'm going to carry it today when I leave, and it's the Buck Pack Light Buck 630 Pack Light Hide Select. New for 2023. Just a phenomenal little fixed blade, skeletonized fixed blade. It's actually a little Skinner knife. 420 HC steel, Boss heat treat. Nice, not real steep or not real deep hollow grind, but it's a hollow grind. Nice blade shape, good jimping up here. Handle is full 4 inches, I believe. 1, 2, 3, dang near almost 4 inches. So you have full 4-finger grip on this, unlike some of my other fixed blades that I carry, EDC, that's basically a 3-finger grip. This is a full 4-finger grip. Has these micro scales on here. These are just FRN, GFN, whatever, GRN. Little micro scales, which add a lot to it. I have not taken them off to try it without them, but they're just big enough to make it feel like you got a better grip than you do normally would have on a skeletonized knife. And what's cool about these is they are, contoured. And if you're doing a pinch grip like this, especially if you're skinning, right? Your fingers laying right on here gives your fingers something to hold on to. Really comfortable. Get a nice grip on that. And yeah, works great this way. You can get the tip down, use the tip. Very thin. Blade stock on this is like 0.10. Nice, it came super sharp, scary sharp. Yeah, very, very slicey. It's actually very comfortable in hand when you're doing push cuts and stuff. Yeah, those little tiny micro scales actually have a lot of benefit to this knife. You can take those off, they're removable, paracord wrap or whatever you want to do. But yeah, obviously made in USA, Bucks Forever warranty, all that good stuff. It is stone wash finish, the whole thing, which I like. It looks good. I like this one. This might be my go-to EDC fixed blade. I'm really digging this one. It's worked out good. The sheath, you just get the sheath. I added this small tuck lock, so that fits. The sheath is different. It's just molded plastic, but it's got a tension screw right here, and it's kind of weird. You got 2 tabs right there that kind of clip around the knife here. You got a pin up here. You can see the screws. That kind of goes down in that little notch. I couldn't figure out what that little notch was for, and then I noticed that. Not the tightest fitting thing. Little rattle. I tightened the tension screw up, so I got it pretty tight. I had to do that. Comes out okay. Now that it's tight, a lot less rattle. It actually kind of was coming loose where I could move the knife up and down when I was carrying it, and I'm like, that's not good. So I just pulled on it and it came right out. So I'm up in the air on the sheath on this. Seems to be working okay now. See in the future. Now this Tek-Lok fits in that hole pretty good. It's got a grommet right there like that. This one that's in the slot, that screw bottoms out, so it's not real tight because it's not as thick. I did put the spacers behind it in between because it was kind of cockeyed without it. Yeah, and I had to. Screws bottomed out. They were too long without them. But nice carry, lightweight. Got a longer handle, so the tip of the handle could poke out, you know. You might be able to see that printing on your shirt. Me, it doesn't. But yeah, this might be my go-to little fixed blade. So I really like this. This is really nice. $39.99, $40. Can't go wrong, $40. But yeah, the Buck 630, 630. It's actually printed right there on the sheath also. Paklite Hide, H-I-D-E, Select. This is a Select model. They do have a Pro model, S35V in steel, micarta micro scales, same sheath. It's over $100, but $40 with Bucks 420 HC with Boss heat treat, can't go wrong. And I guess that'll do it for this video. Dang it, way too long. But yeah, do the usual like, comment, and subscribe. And until the next video, bye.